Africa's fiscal position is very tight. This was one of many comments made today by Judge Dennis Davis, chair of the Davis Tax Commission. Now, Davis has been tasked with looking into South Africa's tax system. He spoke at Wits University this morning.
With the South African economy projected to grow only by 1.5% this year, it's little wonder that government revenues have come under pressure. And with social spending a priority, government is bridging the gap between revenue and expenditure by borrowing on the bond markets. Judge Davis says while he's not a fan of ratings agencies, they clearly matter. If they were to strike with further credit downgrades, it would be bad news for the country, spelling higher interest charges, making critical development expensive. But Davis has fingered some corporates for not doing their bit, using sophisticated methods to avoid paying tax, a phenomenon that's being discussed at G20 level.
And that puts terrible pressure on the fiscus, and it was within the broader context of my saying that we've got a deficit that is unsustainable. And, if you could collect more money on that basis, it would help greatly. It's a form of corruption, I'm afraid to say, when they do this. They will argue that it's legitimate tax avoidance, but I have my doubts about that because why aren't they disclosing it?
The Davis Commission's job is ultimately to give the Minister of Finance some recommendations on what can be done to make the tax system more effective and efficient. But there are no easy solutions. Given the economic climate, the scope for tax increases appears limited.
You could alter VAT, which is obviously a serious source of income, but the difficulty there is it has retrogressive effects for the poor. So you can't simply do this without configuring how you're going to deal with them. So your scope is narrow.
The judge slammed corruption in both the private and public sector. Referring to irregular and wasteful government expenditure, he said it could no longer go on, pointing out that the recovery of 20 billion rand of lost money would be equivalent to nearly a 1 percentage point increase in VAT. Nompumelelo Siziba, SABC News, Johannesburg.